Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tableau tutorial series. So far we have come a long way exploring the different ways of visualizing data. We began our journey with the bar charts, which gave us a simple yet powerful way to compare values across categories. From there we moved into the line charts, which help us track changes over time and spot trends more clearly. After that we shifted into the pie charts, where we looked at proportions and percentage to understand how categories contribute to a whole. Then we saw into geographical insights with the map visualization, which gave us clear view of profits by region. We didn't stop there. Next, we worked with the tree map, which was a great for exploring the hierarchical data and proportions in a visually engaging way. And most recently, in our last video, we created a scatter plots on sheet 6, where we analyzed the relationship between sales and the profit and uncovered patterns hidden within the data. So each step has been building our skills, and now we are ready to move on to the another powerful visualization. Now in this video we are going to focus on the box and whisker plots, often simply called a box plot. Tableau Public is already open on sheet 6, where we left off with our scatter plot. So let's start by creating a new worksheet by clicking on the little new sheets icon at the bottom of the screen. On the sheets, we will be building and exploring our box and whisker plot. Now, before we jump into the actually creating it, so let's talk about the what this chart and why it's useful. So the box and whisker plots is a statistical charts that help us visualize the distribution of data. Unlike the bar charts or line charts that mainly focus on total or trends, the box plot allows us to see the spread of data, the variability within it, and also spot outliers. So the box is the middle, represent the interquartile range, which is essential the middle 50% of the data. And inside the box, there's a line that represent the median, the exact middle value. Extending out from the box are whiskers, which show the range of the data. And if there are points that fall on visually high or low compared to the rest, Tableau plots them as outliers. So this makes the box plot a fantastic tool for comparing the distribution across categories. For example, comparing how profits vary across product categories or how sales are spread out across the different regions. Now let's build one step by step, and I will walk you through it's exactly as I do it. So first, make sure you are connected to the sample superstore data source. So from the dimension pane, I will drag the segment to the column shelf. Then next, I will drag the discount from the measure sections into the row shelf. And immediately, Tableau create vertical bar charts because that's the default behavior when we put dimensions on column and measures on rows. So that's not what we want. So I will click on the discount pill on the rows shelf over measures sum and change it to average. So you will notice the axis now changes to average discount. Now I will add region by dragging it to the column shelf, and I will drop it into the right of the segment. So now our view has a segment spread across the top, and within each segment, regions are listed along the bottom. So with that structure ready, I will open the Show Me panel on the right and select the box and whisker plot. Tableau immediately converts the view, but there's something important to notice. Sometimes Tableau will reassign a region from the column shelf to the mark card. Tableau is basically trying to guess what the marks in the plot shouldn't represent. So in our case, I want region to stay on the columns. So if I tably moves it, I will drag region back from the mark card up to the column shape. Now you might be the thinking, so this doesn't quite look right. So the boxes may look flat, or you may only see a few marks inside each box. So that's because the data is still aggregated, meaning Tableau is only showing summary values instead of all the individual rows. But remember, a box plot is supposed to show the distribution of data, and for that we need lots of individual marks. So to fix this, I will go up to the analysis menu and uncheck the aggregate measures. So the moment I do this, Tableau disaggregate the data. And now every row from our dataset is represented. The mark type is circle, so suddenly we see many tiny points for each segment's region combinations. So with all these points visible, Tableau can now overlay a proper box plot. The box showing the middle 50% of the values, and the line making the median, whisker extending the rest of the distribution, and any outliers plotted separately. So, and there we have it, a fully functional box and the whisker plot showing the discount by customer segments and region. As I over each box, Tableau shows tool tips with details like minimum, maximum, median, and quartiles. So this makes it easy to interpret. For example, I can quickly see which segments tends to have higher or lower discounts. So how wide the spread is for different regions and where unusual outliers occurs. By comparing side by side, I can explain patterns clearly. For instance, consumer segments might show higher average discounts with more variability. So while corporates could look more stable. So that's the process. Segment on column, discount on rows, switch to average, region added to column, show me used to turn into the box plot, region adjusted back if needed, and finally disaggregating the data on Tableau can display the true distribution. Once that's done, the chart is complete, and you can read real insights from it rather than just a flat summary. And that's what we create and interpret a box and whisker plot in Tableau. In these sessions, we walk through the exact process step by step, saw what can go wrong if we leave the data aggregated, and corrected it so the visualization truly represented the spread of the data. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.